Now let's move a little bit inward and talk about the next component, access networks. We know by now access nets are there to connect the end systems to the edge routers. What we haven't talked about are that there are several of these access net technologies. In fact, in the next few slides, Polly is going to talk about 5 of these. And depending on where they are used more often, they are classified into these 3 categories: residential, institutional, and mobile. Residential meant home access. So some of these access net technologies are used more at home, deploy more for home environment. Some of these are used more for institutions such as NTU. And some are wireless, okay, so people can still access internet as they're on the run. For example, 4G is a mobile access network. Now, as Polly gets into the details and talk about each of these access net technology, try to pay attention to the bandwidth each of these technologies promises. Some of them offer higher amount of bandwidth, some lower amount, and some offers symmetric amount of bandwidth between downlink and uplink, but some offers more downlink and less uplink. Pay attention also to how the access net is being used among the users. Some access nets give you this amount of bandwidth, but all the users accessing the network will share the bandwidth. So if there are more users, each one gets a smaller cut. But some technologies actually offer big bandwidth, and that access net will actually allocate a specific amount to each of the users. So each of the users will be guaranteed a specific amount, which is dedicated. Okay, and if there are more users, none of the existing users will suffer.